Most business owners believe that if they just post enough content, the clients will eventually come. They believe that it's a numbers game. More posts equals more followers, and that means more leads, right? But that isn't how it works anymore. And if you're here because you're posting, but you're still not seeing consistent growth in your business, then I want you to know that it's not your fault. The content world has changed. It is noisier, it's more crowded, and more competitive than ever before. And the truth is that you don't just need more attention, you need the right attention. You need people who come to your world, stay there, trust you, and eventually choose to buy from you. And today, I'm going to walk you through the system that makes that happen. It's the same system that I've used myself and helped hundreds of businesses build. And the good news is that you don't need millions of followers, viral videos, or to spend a fortune on ads to make it all work. You just need 4 things: a warm audience, a clear offer, clear client results, and authentic proof. Let's dive into the first part: warming your audience. Warming your audience is the difference between a random stranger seeing your content once and forgetting about you, and someone who watches your content, follows you, engages with you, and when they're ready, reaches out because they already trust you. Think about your own behavior. You don't buy from a company the first time that you see them. You buy from business that you are familiar with, businesses that you've seen over and over again, and it's probably going to be the same for your audience. The key to warming people up is consistency, but not just any consistency. Consistency in message, consistency of value, and consistency of positioning. One of the biggest mistakes that I see business owners make is being too broad. One day they're posting marketing tips, the next day it's leadership advice, then it's personal branding, then it's lifestyle content, and what happens is, well, nothing really happens. Their audience can't figure out what they stand for. There's no clear promise and there's no clear problem that they solve. Without that clarity, people might engage casually, but they'll never stick around long enough to actually become a paying client. So if you want to warm your audience up properly, you need to pick a lane. One audience, one problem, and one solution that you stand for. If you help coaches book more clients through organic content, every piece of content should support that outcome. When somebody lands on your page, it should feel obvious. This is the person who can help me solve this problem. And you need to think about content almost like a web, not a single thread. One post leads to another. One video makes people want to watch the next. Your goal isn't just to get attention, it's to make people stay and essentially binge content that you have on offer. Now, if your content doesn't make people stay, it won't matter how many followers that you have because nobody's coming back for more. Now, once you start warming up your audience properly, the next piece of the puzzle is the offer. And from my experience, that is where a lot of business owners get really stuck. They have great free content, they have people who like them, but when it comes to moving someone from audience member to paying client, the bridge is broken. Why? Well, that's because the offer doesn't match the problem that the content is solving. Imagine you're trying to teach people how to grow on LinkedIn, and then you try to sell a generic business coaching program. It is a mismatch. People were warmed up for one thing, but you're offering them something different, and the offer needs to be the natural next step. If your content helps business owners create better marketing videos, your offer should be a way to help them to do that faster, easier, and with more support. Think of it almost like a journey, right? And your content is the free map, but your offer is the guided tour. And it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need a massive 50-module course. You just need to create something that solves the problem that your audience already knows that they have. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Why the hell would somebody pay me money for something I'm pretty much already giving away for free? And it's a fair question. The answer here is pretty simple because free content essentially is designed for discovery. It gets attention, it builds trust, but it's not personal. It's not tailored and it's not bespoke, and doesn't offer a level of specificity or accountability. People will always pay for a faster path or more in-depth support or a clearer system that's built specifically for them. Free content essentially helps people to understand the problem, but paid offers help people to solve it. That is essentially the difference, and it's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm giving you detailed advice that helps to educate you around the problem that you have, and you'll then go and watch more of my videos, and over time you'll see me as the go-to expert that I can help you solve this very specific problem that you have, and that's essentially how it works. Now, let's say that you've warmed your audience up and you've created a really strong offer, okay? What comes next? Getting real client results. A good marketing system can get you clients once, but only real results will keep clients coming back, referring you, and building your brand over time. Results are essentially what makes your business sustainable, and if you help business owners to create videos and your client actually starts generating leads because of that, posting consistently and building an audience, that is a gold mine, not only for them, but also for you, because now you have proof that what you do actually works. And that brings us to the fourth and the final piece, which is sharing proof naturally. Proof is one of the most powerful drivers of sales, and it's often misunderstood. Most business owners either don't share social proof at all because it makes them feel awkward and uncomfortable, or they share it in a way that feels too showy, too flashy, uncomfortable, and unlikely too salesy. And from my experience, the key here is about balance. You are not shouting, "Look how amazing I am." You're essentially just saying, here's a real person that got a real result after working with me, and you can do the same. Now, You can weave proof into your content naturally. Share a quick story about a client breakthrough during an educational video. Mention a win at the start or the end of a post. Share screenshots or testimonials casually without making a big deal out of it. If somebody binges 3 or 4 of videos in one go and sees proof sprinkled in every time, they'll start to see you as the obvious trusted guide, and without you ever needing to sell or basically reach out cold, and that's when content starts really working for you. Because now your content isn't just educational, it's reputational. It shows you solve a real problem for real people with real outcomes. Now, before we wrap up, the question that you'll likely have is that, do you want to know how to understand whether or not the system's actually working for you? It's really tempting to focus on vanity metrics in terms of views, likes, and followers, but those numbers can lie. The real metrics that you want are your return viewers, your warm audience size, and your lead flow. In a really basic way of looking at it, return viewers essentially shows you how many people are coming back again and again, and that's real trust. Lead flow shows how many people are moving from your content to your offer. For example, if you're getting hundreds of views but no return viewers, your content might be entertaining, but it's not building loyalty. On the other end of the spectrum, if you're getting followers but you're not getting leads, your content might be popular, but it's not positioning you properly. All I can really recommend here is to focus on the right numbers, and you'll build a business that's stable, profitable, and growing without the need to play the constant game of just chasing attention and more attention and more attention. And when you get all that together, warming up your audience, creating a clear offer, delivering real value, and sharing proof naturally, you build a system that grows on its own. You create what I coin as reputation equity. Your name starts to stand for something specific in the mind of your audience. People don't just like you, they trust you, they believe that you can help them. And that's when your content stops being a marketing activity and starts becoming your most powerful business asset. Now look, everything that I've just said here is super useful, but if you want help building a specific system built for your business, why not consider becoming a member of the Content Club? I'll leave a link below for you to check out in your own time. But before you go anywhere else, feel free to check out this video right here. I essentially give you some of the things that I wish I knew before I started making videos. It's an absolute belter of a video. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, please do so. I post videos like this pretty much every single week, so there's tons of value coming your way in the future. Until then, I shall see you in the next video. Ciao.